So like 5:30 p.m. yesterday evening, we arrive at this guy's place to fix his tap. He'd called us the previous night, but we couldn't go there because it was too late when he did. What was the problem? The tap wasn't giving any water, and so we went in thinking that maybe it was something outside or maybe something wrong with the water meter or whatever. And so we knock, he lets us in, and then as we're trying to turn the tap on and to see if it will give any water as or to see where the problem is essentially, my mind just goes away and my attention goes to the very many other things going on in this space. So the sink is full of dishes, the floor is wet, and imagine this is in a kitchen where there's no water coming out from the taps. I look around, the bathroom side is the same way. There's hair everywhere, there's like 7 toothbrushes or whatever. There's things on every surface you can think, and water, slippers, mud. So I'm here wondering how a space gets to be like that. Now I can't lie. I was totally judging the guy and his friend. And if it was only a pile of dishes in the sink, that would be one thing, but it was everything else. Anyway, it got me thinking about how a space can get to that level and how, before we start doing things, we usually obsess about how to start perfectly. So everything has to go right, everything has to be exactly how we want it to be or how we think it should be before we can get started doing the thing. So think sending that job application. You could do it faster if you got past trying to send the very perfect one. Or if it's starting that new YouTube channel, or if it's starting that new piece of art, if it's starting that writing piece that you've been putting off so that you get the perfect start or you get the best idea because you think what you have right now is not good enough. So we obsess about the start and about how to perfect it, but we almost never think about how to sustain it. And that space reminded me about that simple thing, obvious thing, really, that a space doesn't get like that overnight. It happens one day at a time, one evening at a time. It happens with a pile of dishes, like I usually have. And then it goes to that thing that you're supposed to clean that you tell yourself you'll sort out another time. Or that broken piece that you should take off and replace from your cupboard, maybe, but you decide that, you're too tired to do it today. And slowly by slowly over time, it gets to a point where it compounds into something that you can't recognize. You can't even believe how it got to be that big or that bad or that dirty in this case. And so I think every time you avoid doing something that you should do, the cost of it is not really clear, at least not in that moment. And that's, I think, the biggest problem. Because whenever it comes to a point where you now notice the effect that that not doing those things that you're supposed to have done, when you start noticing the effect that they have or they have had, then you're too far along. I just thought I'd share that. I don't know why. See you on the next one. Bye.